Alright folks, this is the first time I think the camera is set up properly. Friday morning, going for a quick 15-20 minutes 30-minute ride. वेदर बहुत अच्छा है. And I'm going to test my camera setup also. So I have the DJI Osmo Nano right now. It is set up on the helmet. I was trying to figure out how to best put it together. This is a modular helmet, so it doesn't have a space right in front of the chin guard. But the place where I have it right now seems pretty good. We'll do a short 25-30 minutes ride this morning. उसके बाद find a place to have coffee या घर जाके कॉफ़ी बनाएंगे. Plus the daily crowds will pick up. I want to see how easy it is to record the voice and what is the quality of this. So the microphone, I have set that up right next to my mouth in the helmet. There is enough space for that. And in the past, last year when I used to make YouTube videos, I know this microphone is excellent quality in noise cancellation, background noises, etc., but never used it on a moving vehicle. So we want to see what happens. This is the prairie land. The prairie grassland next to us has a beautiful running trail all around it. I've done it several times during my preparation for the Chicago Marathon. This used to be one of my favorite spots of running. Today I think I'm going to go to the Whalen Lake. We'll go down to the lake and then return from there. That is another one of the spots which is like 2.1 miles loop, and for my marathon training I used to run there. Naperville has become very busy, by the way. Most of the main roads have become very, very busy. The stretch I'm taking, this is a lot quieter in comparison. You watch those YouTube videos of British motorcyclists going to beautiful, quaint places. You know, there is nothing like that very close to Naperville where you can reach in a few minutes. There is absolutely no back roads. Everything is taken. Houses are being built. Construction is going on everywhere. That is the case in Naperville, at least. Yesterday also I went for a ride in Oswego, hoping that I could catch some better spots, because if you go around 8 o'clock, it is very busy. 8 or before. Right now it's 7 o'clock and it's a Friday, so I'm hoping it's not that crazy. But the whole joy of riding goes away then, because you're just dealing with traffic. And then the other part of traffic here in Naperville is it's very fast also. The Route 59 traffic, the speed limit is 45. Everybody's driving like 60 miles an hour. So That is another thing. Very fast moving traffic, and everybody's in a rush in the morning, so I don't want to do that. So this portion of the city, I am heading towards actually Bolingbrook through this route. This should be much better, much quieter comparatively. So we will have a nice ride, and then we'll go to Whalen Lake, stick around there, and then come back, or maybe go longer. I don't know. So the bike has done about 260 miles yet. I've had the bike for under 2 weeks. There were a few days in between where the weather actually changed again and it got very cold. So I couldn't do a lot of riding. Plus I've been a little conservative because this is supposed to go for service at 300 miles. And the ride to the dealership itself for my first service is like 40 miles. So I don't want to push the bike in a territory where, you know, I've done like 500 miles before the first service itself. So from last few days I'm trying to cut down driving this a lot. But otherwise, so far so good. The bike feels excellent. It is heavy for sure, but that feeling appears only when it's stationary. When you basically have to physically move the bike, there is where you feel that the bike is quite heavy. But once it gets moving, I have not felt any wrong feelings with this. I've never felt at any point in time that this is hard to maneuver. I think my personal take is that 650 actually is meant for, you know, the western roads, because you have a lot more space to go. You're driving most of the times on nicer roads. This is not, even though you can call it a city bike, this is not really a city bike. For its weight, and it gets hot also when you just go light to light, traffic to traffic, bumper to bumper. So this is meant to be ridden on the back roads where you, or on nicer roads, and where you can just keep going instead of the typical office rush we used to see in India. So far so good. Yeah, I think for these type of roads, this is an excellent vehicle. It feels stable, it feels planted. You're sitting in a very, very commanding position. I don't know what else to say. I tried the Super Meteor, by the way, and again, not pooping on Super Meteor. I think it's a beautiful bike, but the sitting stance did not do it for me. I took it for a ride from the dealership. I think I was back within like a couple of minutes, because I realized that that is not the stance I can sit. I did not enjoy that. Classic is really like the classic sitting posture. This is excellent sitting posture. You're very comfortable. You're sitting upright. The view of the road is excellent. Nothing is in your way. If you look down, you have this beautiful cluster, very simplistic, and that just seems to work. You don't really need a lot of bells and whistles and too much tech. In fact, I think this is such a relief. I've seen, if I'm not wrong, the cluster of Bear, and it is totally digital. I hate it. I think we need a lot more manual in our life, lot more analog in our life, lot more classic in our life. Alright, now we are heading into Bolingbrook. We cross this light. Next turn, we'll turn left, and then we will be heading right into the Whalen Lake area. The bike ride's very, very smooth. The acceleration is excellent. So here is where you may have, anybody who's riding here in North America, you may have two thoughts. When you are riding in the local traffic, when you are going towards the interstates, I think this bike does well. When you start riding really on the interstates, one of the problem I've noticed is, or I wouldn't call it a problem, but you can feel that the engine is underpowered, right? Especially from an interstate perspective, where everybody around you is doing 80 miles. There you would want to wish that you had a little bigger engine vehicle. Again, this guy does 80 miles comfortably. I have not extensively driven on 80 miles yet. I will update once I do that. What I've done till now is short bursts of sustaining high speed here and there. This guy can do it, but then you start to feel some vibrations at higher speeds, and there is no windshield to protect you from the whole wind which is coming towards you, gushing on your whole body. You're basically exposing yourself to that wind. I think that makes it a little harder. So if you are riding on the interstate regularly, I mean, you have to be careful, or you have to be prepared to do significantly higher speeds all the time, which I personally felt it was a little uncomfortable. Now, mind you, I have ridden motorcycles for several decades, but I have not ridden here in the United States. So there can be a factor where I am not used to exposing myself on an interstate like that, and that could also play a factor on how comfortable I feel. But motorcycle wise, I think this is capable enough, but this is not meant to be consistently running at 80 miles per hour. I feel that's my current understanding of the motorcycle. All right, so we are in a beautiful neighborhood now, and Whalen Lake should be just around the corner now. Actually, you know what? Let's first go down this road. I want to explore this neighborhood. The speed limit is just 25. It's a beautiful, beautiful place, quiet place. Massive houses. Yeah, I love these type of places, by the way, here in the States. Finally, we are seeing some hills. Hard to find them. Okay. Yeah, these are massive homes here. Oh, there's a small little lake here. Tiny weeny. I think I'm gonna just turn around here and then start going back. I still need a cup of coffee. I think I'm gonna make coffee at home. So this was a good U-turn. All right, let's go back. Let's go down to Whalen Lake and then we head home. I hear the whistle blowing. So far so good. Yeah, so first we are at 265 miles now. So first 260 miles, excellent riding experience, no complaints at all. Not gone on any long road trips. Been doing rides of 25 miles a pop. Have gone to faster roads, have touched 80, fueled it at a few times, not bothered to see the fuel efficiency yet. Get a lot of compliments every time I ride it. Definitely catches attention. Super comfortable to ride. Definitely miss the pillion backrest. My wife rides with me all the time. My daughter, once she's home, she loves to ride with me. So that is a big piece of comfort or something which we need to be absolutely comfortable on rides around. If not for them, I feel very unsure because it doesn't have a backrest. I think I'll feel more comfortable. Alright, so now we get a view of the mighty Whalen Lake. We just have to go straight, go down to the lake now. And this is a fast road. And here we go. So this used to be my place for running. I would do a 2.2 mile loop there and then go all the way from here, go to the other park. And especially the days I wanted to do over 12 to 14 miles, this would be my place to come. Very comfortable, has bathrooms all around, or at least I could plan my trip around the bathrooms it has, and then go from there. And you could actually take your cars and bike if you wanted right up to the lake itself, which is what I'm gonna do. It's a nice dog park also here, so a lot of people come for that. Lot of cyclists, lot of runners. All right, here we go. And there is that pavilion there. So that's where we're gonna go and stop.